Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Taking a quick look here at Bitcoin. Looking like we're going to see a bit of a breakout here, folks. This is a very good sign. We're seeing a type of rising pattern here. More importantly, higher lows and parallel highs. Generally speaking, you see the price action break free from this to the upside when this happens. And we're going to look at liquidation too, kind of see where we're at, but shouldn't have changed too much from yesterday. When we saw this, it was like 112 to 114 is that kind of next area of concentration on the macro. So let's take a look and kind of see and just look locally here first. So last seven days here, we can see there's an accumulation between 110.7 and 111.7. So there's that range between here and 112. And then, of course, from the macro perspective, we can see 112 to 114 still remains. So we got billions and billions of dollars above the price action in short liquidation. Now, the reason why you don't want to short, obviously, isn't because we're close to an all-time high. It's because liquidation delta is too strong. We got 14 billion in liquidation long, basically tells us in the last 5 trading days here, we have 14 billion in strength. And when you look at this here, there's like probably like 50 to 100 billion in liquidation upwards of 114. So the longer term holding positions are underwater right now. I don't know why they're still holding, but they are in bad shape. So good luck to those who are trying to short right now. It's just not a good idea. Now, when it comes to liquidation, or sorry, open interest rather, 110,000 is that area there of that heavy concentration. So people are filling their bags at 110. That's why we're having trouble breaking through it, because there's exit liquidity coming out right now. People are trying to sell at profit or break even. But once we get a little bit more volume, we're going to punch through that, and we're going to probably see a pretty significant short squeeze here soon. So this is not something you want to short into. It's a good pattern, good continuation. Most time frames are indicating further upside. And it's just ridiculous to consider shorting, but I get the impulse or the urge, shorting at all-time high or shorting at, resistance, double top potential here. I could see the merit, but it's like, it's kind of, I don't know, it's a hope and a prayer really at this point to try to short this level. It's just looking like we're going to see that 115 range here soon. All that being said, there's nothing bearish whatsoever on the daily time frame. I don't even need to go into detail. 4-hour time frame, we're seeing a MACD FU, so to speak, where we're supposed to have diverged, but the price continues higher. It happens when you see increased volume and a channel being created where the price action continues to establish, parallel highs, parallel lows, but deriving from the downside implies further upside potential. It's a bullish type of rectangle. Bullish rectangle is effectively the best term to describe it, and it's usually something you don't want to try to go against, because there's momentum. The bears are losing control. They keep trying, but they're slowly losing. Another thing to identify too is the fact that we have, it's ever so slight, but we do have a higher low here. And that's important to recognize, because that shows that the bulls are gaining momentum. They're starting to build that strength. So all good things here, really. There's nothing that's disadvantageous at this point. I'll post an updated playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, but with stochastic RSI swinging down and the price going up here, this is a very, very significant continuation pattern potential. So do not short against this coin. I don't care if the price drops to 105,000 today. It's still not worth taking a short, because the odds are so much higher the price goes up than down that you're wasting your money, or you're statistically unfavorable to win, right? Why bet on the losing horse? It doesn't make a ton of sense. So that's kind of where we're at right now. If the price pulls back, heaven forbid, whoop-de-doo, we'll deal with that. But it to me, it just makes no sense to try to bet against this. That being said, if we take a quick look here at Bitcoin dominance, we can see it starting to taper off and pull back. This is a perfect sign for altcoins, as I mentioned yesterday. All we need is for Bitcoin dominance to drop a little bit. We're going to start to see some rallies here. So a lot of altcoins are starting to move forward. Obviously, we haven't opened the floodgates yet, but if we see 112 to 114, I think altcoins are gonna push. Okay, so good stuff here. I think you're better off taking longs than shorts on alts. We have three longs right now with our altcoins, and they're all in profit at this point. So adjust your stop loss higher. Be safe. It's not worth losing out on a greedy play. But I can tell you right now, the odds are very, very favorable to the upside. Okay, may the odds forever be in your favor. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks again so much for joining me here. Once again, I do have a Telegram, Twitter, Discord, the whole 9 yards. So join us in whichever fashion works best for you. Also, make sure you check out Bitunix too, folks. Phenomenal exchange between now and the 18th of June. Nice little promotional benefit there. If you use my link to register, you're always eligible for future benefits. All right, we'll look forward to seeing the next one. Thanks again so much. Take care of yourself out there. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.